We are live. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do 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 do. Hey, hey. Christmas came early. Santa loves us.
Santa's a hodler. Santa's a hodler. Santa's got all the Bitcoin up there in the North Pole with Rudolph.
Max told you.
I told you so. I've been telling you for 10 years. Since Bitcoin was $1, that it's going to $100,000. I've been saying that for 10 years. And now we're at 20,000, probably in the year 28,000. That was my call from a couple of years ago. If it does come in at 28,000, I will have the single greatest prediction of anybody making these calls of the last 2 years. And it gets better from there. That's just the beginning.
Right. You know, I am going to look for some comments here. You know, who wants me to smash buy some Bitcoin right now at, you know, what is it? It's almost $21,000, right? I want to smash buy. I want to raise my cost basis from about $7 to about $15, right? I'm going to double my cost basis right now, right? Because we're celebrating this, right? You know, it's perfect timing because it's the, it's the all-time high, new all-time high, 16th of December, right? And swanbitcoin.com/Stacy.
Yeah.
It has the new smash buy instantly right there. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to tap this. And I'm going to buy $1,000 worth. Okay. I'm going to buy $1,000 worth.
I'm walking on the sun.
See, buy $1,000 worth.
Walking on the sun.
There you go.
Smash buy a swan. Walking on the sun. Forget the moon. We're on to the sun and beyond.
Yeah.
Parallel galaxies. You know, Bitcoin is accepted by the aliens. You can take Bitcoin with you in the afterlife.
That is, I liked your cheering. I didn't really hear it because I was like so absorbed in my buying that I just missed that, right? What is Bitcoin over at CoinMarketCap? They have $20,657. Right. You know how I've decided to blame? Because, you know, I blame people, right, for this because I want to buy a lot of cheap Bitcoin, especially with the smash buy option. Now I could start smash buying.
Swan.
At swanbitcoin.com/Stacy.
/Max. That's Swan. Go to Swan right now and smash buy Bitcoin. It's better than Coinbase. Coinbase is too friendly with the U.S. government. Let's be honest, okay? They're very, 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 very bad actor. And it's better than who else is out there?
Well, I have to tell you.
Oh yeah, Cash App. Cash App is a bore, man. It's a crushing bore. They kept stopping me out. I was trying to buy 50,000 in Bitcoin this week, and Coinbase was like, "No, you're capped out at 7,500." So I went over to to Swan, and they were like, "Yeah, come on over. We got the Insta Buy, we got the Smash Buy, and Swan is the best. It's better than Coinbase, better than Cash App, #1 in the industry."
Right. I'm going to add some details to that. First of all, swanbitcoin.com/Stacy, or as you see on your screen, Max. And, you know, they're going to start sponsoring our Sunday full dose of the Orange Pill podcast. Right now we're on a microdose, but we're still pumping them because we're smash buying our coins, man. We're smash buying
even
at an all-time
eaten
high.
swans?
No, I haven't. That's bad luck. It's
the
like
Queen swans.
You turn into a royalist.
The Queen and her swans.
Right. But I'm going to go over some other reasons why you actually should use swanbitcoin.com. If you're in America, use swanbitcoin.com. And the reason is, and I'll give you some of the reasons.
Tell me.
You could do the easy dollar cost averaging recurring buy plan. So daily, weekly, or monthly.
What's dollar cost averaging?
You just keep on buying every single Monday or every single Wednesday or once a week.
Keep buying, or does the algorithm?
The algorithm buys for you, so it's automatic buy. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to log on. You don't have to wake up. You could just buy.
You're buying your
daily, weekly, or monthly. So it's just automatically set. Of course, now that it's the bull market is well and truly back on. you want to smash buy, right? So those smash buys are available, especially any dip. If you have a dip in a bull market, those are, everybody always says buy the dip, but you buy the dip only in a bull market. You don't buy the dip in a bear market, because it's just going to keep on going down. You sell the rallies in a bear market.
I never sold anything. I'm waiting until the coming of Satoshi. The second coming of Jesus Christ, our Lord, is Satoshi Nakamoto. And when he comes back to see us here on planet Earth is when I might consider selling, but only if Satoshi himself tells me to sell. Until that moment, I'm a hodler. And if I die and I have to pass it on to my friends, then that's a hodler. They'll keep hodling.
Hey, that's a good reason to become Max's friend. Did you just hear that? He's got somebody to give away his Bitcoin
If
to.
you join the Telegram group, I may put you in my will. At t.me/orange pill. I may leave you in my will if you join my Telegram group.
Right. Yeah, we'll pick somebody at random. I also want to say, in terms of the fees on swanbitcoin.com/Stacy, STACY, the fees are up to 80% lower than Coinbase. So, like just a one-time purchase, you wouldn't notice that. But over 10 years of stacking sats, you begin to, that adds up, right? That adds up to a lot of money after Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs.
The sats you stake today will be worth millions in a few years. And who wants to buy sats from the CIA over there at Coinbase? Not me.
Right. Well, the lowest tier at swanbitcoin.com is 0.99%. And if you stack $5,000 per year, or you're on $50 per week, you get that lowest fee. So it's 0.99%. That is pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good, Max.
I'm gonna stack some more right now.
Stack some more, man.
I can put my glasses
Max has been like, he got the smash buy option sooner than I did, so he's been like going berserk. Yep. You haven't bought any yet at near 21,000, have you?
I've never bought any Bitcoin at this high price. This will be a first. My average cost, therefore, is probably going to go up into the double digits. My basis is going to be up into the double digits here with this purchase, no doubt.
That's good. We're all plebs in Bitcoin.
We're all equal in the eyes of Satoshi. All right, let's go. First, I have to do this. Right.
Okay. Smash that buy.
Smash
that buy. Smash it, man.
No,
Smash it, man. Oh, he has to log in. Like, what sort of TV star are you, and that you didn't log in already?
Well, that's security. Security is job number one over there at Swan. I feel completely secure that everything I'm doing over there is backed up by world-class technologists. And I put in my wrong email.
Jesus. Well, by the way, we have this.
What's my name?
Block clock. Rodolfo, aka NVK. He sent that to us. We just got it, and I now have to find a place to plug it in. So it's not running right now, but nevertheless, I have the block clock in the background. And we put the Christmas lights up, so that would kind of be good to hide the what do you call it? The the extension cord that we have to attach to the block clock to keep that in the shot. But basically, NVK should get it on to work on Bluetooth. So somebody, if you think about it, where do you see the block clock all the time? But in the background of all these podcasters, and so he needs the Bluetooth. Is Max ready yet?
Smash buy,
man.
Do it.
Smash it. Go.
Done.
Woohoo!
That was easy. Yeah. So I don't need the funds in the account, right? It'll draw from the bank now, but I get the price right now. On these other places, you got to deposit first, and it's a big hassle. Like over there. Some of these other places, it was a hassle. I think Swan is the easiest to use. You get the best price. You get the best rates. And you get the best execution. And what else? I mean, it's the best. The whole team at Swan has basically delivered the number one app to buy Bitcoin anywhere in the whole galactic universe.
That's right. Right. Anyway, so you know who I'm going to blame for the price? Because I like to buy cheaper. I like it to be cheaper than this, right?
Yeah.
I like stacking down at $10. I like stacking at $100. I like stacking at $1,000. I like stacking at $10,000. And you know what? It felt pretty good to smash by some at close to 21,000. But I decided I'm going to blame Peter McCormick
Oh, why?
because he borrowed. It was his 2.5 Bitcoin that he bought on leverage.
Oh,
That
right.
I think that tipped. Those were like that was a straw that broke the camel's back. It was the wafer that blew up the market. I'll give him credit or blame for this, whatever way you want to take
The
it.
sell wall collapsed with that order. That was it. That flipped it over. And then the sell wall collapsed and hello, 28,000.
Yep, I think let's blame. What would you prefer, to blame or credit Peter McCormick? Let's look at the comments.
Well, the fact is that I just saw another billionaire hedge fund guys buying Bitcoin. So as we said, when Paul Tudor Jones announced that he was interested in Bitcoin, he is the alpha dog in the hedge fund space. And the second he went on notice that he's buying Bitcoin, every hedge fund manager in the world would have to obligatorily buy Bitcoin to stay competitive with Paul Tudor Jones. And that's exactly what's going on. And that's exactly what's happening. And then in the corporate space, Michael Saylor made it safe for corporations to buy Bitcoin. Now, you'll see in 2021, I predict at least 10 to 20% of the S&P 500 will add Bitcoin to their treasury. That's another $1 trillion in buying pressure right there. In the sovereign space, you've got different sovereigns buying and mining Bitcoin. In different countries, you got 1, 2, 3, 4% of the hash rate. That'll explode in the year 2021. And you've got the sovereign wealth funds. We haven't heard yet of a sovereign wealth fund like Qatar or Norway. They haven't made public yet, although they do own shares in MicroStrategy, and MicroStrategy does own shares in owns Bitcoin. So they do, by extension, own some Bitcoin, but they will do outright buyers in the open market of Bitcoin. So all these forces, the game theory kicks in on the sovereign wealth fund level, the corporate level, the high net worth individual level, the family offices, right? There's a mad scramble for the absolutely scarce Bitcoin against a backdrop of money printer go burr, which up until now, nobody noticed because prices for stuff like food and energy were fairly, subdued. But in 2021, we're going to see prices of food and energy start to go up significantly. And there's no way the central banks can hide the fact that money printer go burr has been the worst policy ever in the history of the universe. And that's going to scare people, and they're going to be scared into Bitcoin, which is the number one driver of adoption, is fear.
Right. And by the way, after this microdose of smash buys, we're going to send you over to youtube.com/Swan Signal, because that is where Max will be joining them. While I set up for our orange pill full dose, we're going to be interviewing Alex Gladstein on this week's episode. But Max is going to join their live stream for the all-time high over at Swan Signal. And again, do your smash buys. Everybody's set up for it, by the way. So if you, it takes 2 minutes to create an account. Go over there and you can instantly do these smash buys.
He looks like Bob Dylan, with those signs.
Yeah.
What's that song he did where he's throwing the signs down on the street?
Yeah.
Hello, USA Highway number 1 or something.
A lot of people say I remind them of Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I think so. Bob Dylan, meets, let's say,
Marilyn
Monroe.
Yeah. Well, some people would say maybe Kate Blanchett, who did the she performed as she played Bob Dylan on that movie, that brilliant movie. What was that movie anyway?
Yeah, they had 5 or 6 people playing Bob Dylan in different parts of his life. She played him during his 60s super famous period.
Oh my God, she was like, it was
really
so captivating.
Yeah.
I'm Not There, it was called.
Oh yeah.
And she genuinely, like, she was such a good actress that you just lost all sense that it was this woman, Kate Blanchett, playing him. Like, it genuinely felt like you were really looking at Bob Dylan.
Speaking of Bob Dylan, that fake documentary of the Rolling Thunder tour was pretty cool. That's a great film. Great film. That I recommend to everybody. Well,
I think it's time for you to smash by some more. Let's see. We got to raise Max's
Da, da,
cost up to our
da.
price.
Get my basis higher. Get my basis high. Is my basis at triple numbers yet? I don't think so.
Here it goes. Here it goes. It's pumping again. It's pumping again. I think it was Max's smash buy right there.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments
Peter
here.
Schiff is puking somewhere in the corner. Puking his brains out.
Oh yeah, let's look at gold prices.
So how's gold? I mean, I can't believe Ron Paul came out recently and said he thought that gold is finished. The price manipulation is too fierce. It's never going to find its true value. There's no price discovery in gold. And, it's incredible that story, as BlackRock said, money's moving out of gold ETFs into Bitcoin ETFs. That's incredible.
Right. Yeah. Well, Ron Paul, he was on our friend Daniela Camboni, and he, from the headline, I haven't watched the interview itself. I don't know if you have, but it sounds like he's saying that gold is done and it's too manipulated because central banks own all of the gold, like governments own all of that gold, and they could keep it at whatever they want in order to, keep faith in their own fiat currency. But obviously that's falling apart now with the US dollar. And I also want to say, as we're hitting all-time highs, I saw our friend Tyler Lindholm from Wyoming has been appointed to Senator Loomis's cabinet, her office as senator from Wyoming. And she's very pro-Bitcoin. And, we have to have a party there one day, too, back in Wyoming, because everything is happening there.
Well, that's a fantastic state. With the political landscape in America is getting pretty divisive. So I wouldn't expect Texas or Wyoming to secede, and they should go to a Bitcoin standard and leave the rest of the country behind, because we got to keep the ball rolling here in America. We can't let China run away with the 21st century.
Right.
Pump up the jam, up the jam, up the jam. Pump up the jam, pump it up, pump it up.
Right. I'm going to go, while Max talks, maybe while he talks, I'm going to go to Swan Bitcoin again and
another block.
Smash buy some more.
That's right.
That's not.
You can tell by the block clock, we're at 0.0000000. That's a very significant number in the history of Bitcoin.
We were there, very close to there. We weren't too far away from it compared to how it is now, how far away we are now.
Yeah, I believe we got involved around block 50,000 or something like that. And then at block 300,000, I noticed that Bitcoin had become self-aware. That was around 2014. And I think we're at like block 650,000 or so. This is when Bitcoin starts, the black hole, the gravitational force of the Bitcoin protocol swallows up all forms of money everywhere, swallows up all altcoins everywhere. And I see a lot of the altcoiners are bleeding out of their rectums today because they hold shit that's going down 90%. And they refuse to embrace the reality of Bitcoin because they don't have the moral clarity to accept Bitcoin into their lives. So they are doomed to be dyed, miserable shitcoiners.
Right. Somebody is naming their daughter Stacy Herbert. Hey, that would be so cool. I would love that. That would be funny. Okay, going back to buy instantly. You see that? See that?
Yeah.
You can see my last purchase too when I smash bought.
Do it.
Buy instantly. Okay, this is going to be like some cool injection.
Smash buy, smash.
Wait, there needs to be a song that plays on the app. Like as soon as, it needs to be like a swan. Right?
Yeah.
It needs to go a swan like it's like dropping acid sort of thing. Like it's dropping sats, dropping sats, dropping sats, dropping sats.
Smash by, smash by.
Yeah.
All you do is smash by.
Yeah. Oh,
smash
that feels
by.
good. That feels
really
good.
Feels good. I'm feeling it.
I think I've bought like close to, I've spent a lot of money today.
I know.
Well, no, I've spent a lot of fiat.
You got rid of some dirty fiat.
I got rid of some dirty fiat.
It's like fiat money is basically like gonorrhea. The only cure is Bitcoin. You don't want to die a syphilitic, dead, pus-filled, bleeding zombie filled with fiat money. You want to own Bitcoin and live for eternity, live forever. I want to live
Bitcoin.
forever.
I stacked some swans.
Swan, it makes me cool and air. Swan, I want to live forever. Fiat is trash. Fiat is trash.
Right.
Fiat is
I
garbage.
gotta take control of this episode again.
Fiat is trash. Fiat is trash.
Our Max and
Fiat is
Stacy
garbage.
clap on, clap off. Hey, that would be a cool. Remember that clap on, clap off back in the 80s? It was like some sort of you went clap on, clap off.
Yeah, yeah, for $9.99.
Turn off your lights and turn on your lights. And before you say anything, I want to say that would be a cool option for Swan Bitcoin. Buy sats, stack sats, smash buy. Like do three.
Smash buy.
Smash buy.
Oh yeah.
Smash buy. More.
Oh yeah, definitely. To clap on, clap off. That came out at the same time as that product. Help! I fell down and I can't get up. Remember that? Help! I fell down and I can't get up. It's like call the ambulance right from your pocket with news. Save my life. Help! I fell down. I can't get up.
And by the way, those things are bogus, right? They don't they make those commercials look like somebody's coming to help you up off the floor.
Yeah.
But what it is they send an ambulance. They freaking knock down your door.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Causing like $400 worth of damage.
Right.
Then they put you in an ambulance and take you to the hospital. And if the hospital doesn't admit you, you have to pay for the ambulance,
right?
That's the way the U.S. system works.
If I fell down and can't get up, just leave me there. I'm not paying the ambulance fee or the smash the door down fee. Just leave me on the floor. Let me get on with it. Just go away.
And in terms of smash buying, I can't believe how much I've bought in the last 24 hours. But I might pass out from the high.
Woo!
And but I have to tell I'm going to tell on Max because he just received something in the mail and there was some Q-tips. And
don't tell Pierre Richard the story.
He spent like $12 on these. I swear the package is like this big. Of these Q-tips.
Yeah, I could have bought 500 for $6, but I bought 60 for $12 instead because it came in a cute package. So that's decadent, man. That's what happens when you get this kind of fuck you money. You spend an extra $7 on Q-tips like it's nothing.
Somebody says Max has the clap.
Very amusing. Very amusing. Very amusing.
Right. So who's going to join Swan Signal after this? Who's going to join Swan Signal? Write that in the freaking comments. You might get, listed in Max's will.
Yeah. If you join the Telegram group, you might get listed in my will. That's the prize. Because I'm never selling Bitcoin ever. And I'm going to leave it in my will. Because why would I go from Bitcoin back to fiat? I mean, come on now. I'm not going to let that happen. Jamie Dimon is bleeding out of every orifice today. We got to keep up the pressure.
Right. So somebody keeps on telling me to unblock them on Twitter. No.
Fuck off.
I got, who watches our show is Damon Hill. And I got some fangirl stuff today because, a lot of dudes are big sports fans, like Formula One guys, right?
Oh, yeah. I hear that. That's what I hear about guys. Yeah.
Guys like watching that.
Apparently, that's something I heard too. Yeah.
And the thing is, he responded to one of my tweets. And then, somebody went berserk, I can't believe Damon Hill wrote to you, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think, Damon Hill's I think he's one of these closet coiners, right? Because he's been listening to us for a long time. So I reckon he's a closet coiner, kind of like Sean Lennon was for a long time. And Sean Lennon's coming out of the closet.
The coin closet.
The coin closet.
Yep. Yeah. He came out. Sean finally came out.
A new whale has come out of the coin closet today. There was some big hedge fund, with some big guys who used to be at big firms, and they started a hedge fund, and they've got 600 million worth of Bitcoin.
Right.
So, these are the big players coming in. But again, I think it was Peter McCormick buying this.
It was. He triggered it. He triggered this gap above 20,000. Yeah, that's it.
So blame him if you wanted to stack sats cheaper. But until then, go smash buy. You could smash buy. Everybody could smash buy if you're in America anyway. Go every single state, go create an account, swanbitcoin.com/Stacy or /Max, And you go there and it takes 2 minutes. I swear to God, I just did it again, set up an account.
2 minutes is, I mean, it could take like, it's so quick. So quick.
Yeah, I mean, there were people in our Telegram group today complaining that Coinbase had seized their coins and wasn't releasing it. Of course, that's what they do.
They're known for that.
But what else are they known for? Every time the price soars like this, what happens?
Goes down.
Goes down. Right. Coinbase is down again today.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, that Coinbase is a travesty.
You thought I was you were joking. When
every time you want to buy it, it's down. You can't buy any. It's a joke. The Coinbase is rotten to the core, and Swan Bitcoin is the place to get your sats right away. That's the place to go. You know, that Swan Bitcoin team heard the cry from the masses. We want an easy on-ramp for cheap sats right now, and they answered the call. And the result is the greatest way to get sats ever.
Swan is up. Swan is up. Go to swanbitcoin.com/max, as you see on the screen. And again, like somebody has to wave. I can't even talk anymore because I'm so like, I took way too many orange pills over the last 24 hours. I really feel like high. I've been buying too many Bitcoin. No, you can never buy too many Bitcoin, right? If I had fiat, it's like that, right? But now I feel like I need to be like Peter McCormick is next level junkie if he was like taking out loans at 7.9%, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to do that now. I want to take a loan out at 12%.
Yeah, I want to take a loan out at 50%. I want to go down to the payday lender and take out a loan for 3,000%. Buy Bitcoin.
I wonder if swanbitcoin.com will offer us a 50% loan.
I want to pay as much as interest as possible. I don't care how much interest I'm paying. I'm gonna do it.
Have we been told yet how much Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy were able to buy for their convertible note?
No, I can't tell you because it's a corporation, right? So he goes into what's called a quiet period. So, you know, there's a period that is like it suggests the quiet period. So to avoid any semblance of of material information being passed to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to do these things in quiet, essentially. And so we won't know really until it's done. So at some point we'll get an announcement from MicroStrategy saying, okay, we accumulated our position, we're done. But you won't say anything until it's done.
And, you know, swanbitcoin.com does also help with treasury services like this. If you want to be, you know, maybe your company isn't as big as MicroStrategy, maybe it's not an S&P 500 company, but if you're a smaller company like Tahini's, you know, they sell those nice falafels up there in Canada. Well, you know, you could go to swanbitcoin.com and they could help you with your building your treasury like that, you know, be a MicroStrategy before I think it's actually Paul Tudor Jones who set off this whole wave of institutional buyers getting into the game.
Right.
But, you know, definitely Michael Saylor took it to the S&P 500.
Exactly.
So that's another, they're equally important. Let's say it that way.
Yeah. The game theory has different pieces to it. And those are two very important pieces.
Right. So.
Because they're competing with each other now. Because now Michael Saylor is competing with the hedge fund industry to buy Bitcoin, right? So he's out there now competing with hedge funds to buy Bitcoin. Other S&P 500 companies are not out there aggressively buying Bitcoin as far as we know, but the hedge fund community is. So he's competing against those guys. So
exactly. I mean, even also GBTC, I saw that they bought something like 114,000 Bitcoin in this latest quarter or the third quarter.
Right. So they own something like 3% of all the Bitcoin ever to exist. I think we got our friend over there, Novogratz over at Galaxy. He's launching a competitor to GBTC. I think it's called QBTC. So it'll be another way. I don't know all the information yet, but if that's the case, then the premium on GBTC, trades at a 10 to 30% premium.
27% today.
So 27% premium.
Yeah.
So with more competition in the marketplace, that premium will come down. So that's definitely a good news there.
Right. I need to go block somebody, Winifred Fowler, who's like, she's a total downer. She's a she doesn't belong in this group. So I'm gonna ban her.
Ban her. Get the ban hammer out. Ban. Get the ban hammer out. No downer, no downer, no Karens in the group, no Karens in the
Woohoo!
group.
She's
Gone,
gone.
gone, 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 gone.
Yeah. I
Like
like that.
popping zits. It's very satisfying.
It is. That's I have a job now, which is I'm basically the full-time moderator of the Orange Pill podcast group, and it brings out like my inner Finn. My family is I'm half Finnish, and I love like being like a Viking woman, smashing people with my hammer and
Half
my sword.
Finnish, half Godzilla.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, I like that. I like the way you describe that.
That's nice. Well, let's get married again.
Let's get married again. Right. Did everybody like that? Smashing that woman out of the group?
Yeah,
Like,
every time we pop a zit in the group, we'll buy more Bitcoin at Swan.
well, that's the thing. Yeah, go buy Smash Bitcoin. Someone let's see
I
who
have a
else we can-
Smash Bitcoin hangover. Like I smash Bitcoin so much, I'm like woozy. I'm feeling woozy. I need about 5 minutes to get right.
Swami power. Right. There's another thing. Oh, these people that I mean, this whole notion of like how you should pronounce a word or whatever.
Yeah.
And we've already said that people always say, oh, you should pronounce it like this because that's the way it is. And like whether it's smuta, shmuta, or smuta, somewhere in between.
Smegma.
It's like, it doesn't matter. I say it the way I say it. Okay. That's the way it's said by me. And that's how it is.
Smegma.
That's the word. And then, so nobody I've ever met in the United States who's American, they don't say Paris. They say Paris, right? But no French person pronounces it like that.
No,
The same thing with Finland.
no.
The same thing with Finland is Suomi, right?
Suomi, oui.
I don't know how it ended up being Finland. But
Finlande, c'est Suomi, c'est naturel, c'est bon. Moi, je reste dans la chambre avec très haute, très chaud. Le petit chambre très chaud, ça s'appelle quoi? Le sauna. Sauna.
No.
Sauna.
Right. Okay, there is a genius meme with my favorite cat meme, the one, that white cat sitting at the table of asparagus or whatever it's looking at.
Oh, yeah.
And the women screaming. There is a funny one from a Finnish national sort of Twitter handle.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the English-speaking world saying sauna, right?
Yeah.
And then the cat, the Finnish cat, is like sauna. No, it's sauna. Every time somebody says, that's the only one that I've ever had my whole life, because I grew up with the Finnish side of the family and everybody had a sauna. We all had saunas at home. So that's the only way I know sauna, right? And then when I went out to the real world, when you leave your family unit and you start meeting normal people and they're like, hey, you want to go to the spa and have a sauna? And you're like, you do get triggered and you're like, okay, if that's what you want to call it.
You drop kick them in the balls. And they go tumbling to the street. Then you fucking go whack them.
My friend Valencia, and I know somebody was mentioning the Haynes manuals. She's married into the Haynes family. But she always would tease me about that. She's like, hi, I'm Stacy Herbert, and I'm from America, and let's go take a sauna.
That's cool. Cool story, bro.
Okay, Max.
All right, Stacy.
Okay.
Stacy.
Oh, okay. Ban anyone who isn't a sycophant. Let's block that guy. Let's block that guy.
All right, let's block him. Pop the zit. 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 Pop the zit.
Hide user. I like hiding the user, right? Because
yeah.
The thing is, I think they think they're still there and it can be heard, and they're shouting into the
shadow ban,
into the nothingness. No, I think
into
it's
the
good.
void, screaming into the void.
No, but that's the thing is we transition to a world of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin takes over. Bitcoin, I believe, I think with that first auction of some Bitcoin art on Scarcity,
yeah,
they sold that amazing artwork, which is called Relentless Optimism. And that's Bitcoin, right? It's relentless optimism. Whereas the world of fiat is, look at it this way. Start looking at the headlines. It's relentless pessimism. And that's like gaslighting the population. This relentless pessimism, like some of the people you'll see in there are just constantly pessimistic, constantly hearkening back to years ago about they hold on to everything from their past that is negative. They hold on to, they cling to desperation and despair. And it's just like so tedious and boring. But that's given us such renewed faith and optimism and fun in the Orange Pill Podcast Telegram group, is that, it's so easy to just kick them out. Pre-Bitcoin, pre-Bitcoin, you would have like felt the need to be polite and sociable and like, oh, this loser is amongst us and we have to be nice to the loser because they're a loser and you may need to make them feel good. But you're like, no, like the fiat, the whole system of QE and money printing, and it's like everybody's sinking and pulling each other down. It's all like this whole system
Right.
of quicksand of despair.
The bucket of crabs.
Yeah. Yes. The bucket of crabs. And that's what we have in the fiat world. And some of those crabs get into the Orange Pill Podcast Telegram group.
Yeah.
And then they're quickly identified. Everybody's like, get this person out of here. They're like a negative
We don't need the
downer.
crabs. No
Who
crabs.
cares? Like, who wants your despair? Like,
right. The
like
big
Roger
difference
Ver.
to follow up on that, and we'll get to Roger Ver in a second, but to follow up on that, one is reluctant to kick crabs out of the group because, it seems a bit harsh. Plus, if somebody is a crab today, they might not be a crab tomorrow. And, you want to
Yeah.
be lenient to some degree. But
No.
the thing about Bitcoin is that because the price only has one way, and that's up, it only goes up. It's on a vector. Bitcoin is a vector, and that vector is going through all the old economic models. It's going through the nation state model. It's going through the fiat money model, and it's taking the entire globe along with it on a vector. And that vector has one direction. It never goes backwards. That's the great thing about the protocol and the hash rate is every 10 minutes, everything is locked into the vector and it's irreversible. You can't go backwards. With Bitcoin, you never, ever, ever can go backwards. That's the beauty of the protocol. They solved the double spend problem. You can never go backwards. You can only go forward. So therefore, if a group is dedicated to Bitcoin maximalism, it makes sense then every participant in that group must only point forward. They must be relentlessly optimistic and point toward the vector that Bitcoin is on. The second you question that vector and get off that vector, you're banned. I mean, that's just a new world. It's a new vector. It's a new physics. It's a new economy. It's something that if you want to stick to the old way, then you get thrown off this bus. But, you can go join some other buses. There's a million different places you can go. But this is on the orange pill vector of excellence that never goes back. And
it's Renaissance 2.0.
Yeah.
You don't want, like, how can you emerge from the dark ages with a bleak outlook? Like, who the fuck wants your vision? Nobody wants that, right? Like, I'm sorry.
It's not relevant.
I'm sorry. That was my French. I was speaking French.
Because people think by bringing in these points that are negative that they're somehow providing context. But there is no context for Bitcoin. Full stop. Get it through your nut. There's no context for it. It's completely original and it's on its own vector. So don't bring in a point that's obviously negative to try to provide context or to try to provide some additional insight. You're never going to do it. You're just not there. It's not going to happen for you. So you have to get banned, which is a very healthy thing to do. I mean, people, like when you fire people, sometimes it's the best thing that ever happened in their lives because they realize,
Yes.
Oh my God, I got fired. I have to take stock of my life, and they figure out what's wrong. And then they start and they have brilliant careers. When you keep
Yes.
people on that should be fired, it hurts them and it hurts you. Right. So if somebody needs to be banned, ban them. It's great for the group. It's great for that person because that person will now ask themselves, why did I get banned? And they have to ask themselves, am I willing to accept Bitcoin on Bitcoin's terms? Or am I going to sit here and contemplate my navel for the rest of the life and never be part of the vector? That's it.
Well, and the other problem of the continuation with the bleak and dark ages of fiat is that the way that a fiat platform like Twitter works is that, negativity and like bad things like make you go more viral. So you notice that with Roger Ver or Peter Schiff is like they're wrong all the time. And that actually creates engagement. You see a lot of engagement with them. Peter Schiff just going insane, right? In a way, it's kind of abuse. Like he's becoming more and more insane and going crazy. But if he just was left alone and ignored, like maybe he would have already hit bottom, and he would have, he wouldn't have all that cognitive dissonance and all that pain to have to cover, like that he was so wrong. The humiliation, like look at a lot of our humiliated political, politicians, and all of the crazy conspiracy theories that have to be created in order to help them get past their humiliation. But it doesn't actually help them get past their humiliation. It just endures another day. The events still happen. Like Hillary still lost to Trump, and that was humiliating. I understand it, and it's never going to go away because she's never going to admit it.
Right. Well, and then there was an enablers. The enablers.
But I don't want to get into politics. But what I'm saying is, like, using that to compare it to Roger Ver or Peter Schiff, is like they're wrong. They're wrong, and they can't admit it. So they just keep on coming up with crazier and crazier stuff. Roger Ver, as Bitcoin soaring today, he's just like, I wish Bitcoin had held to its original mission of being cash. It's just like,
right. So the guy was wrong the second he questioned the white paper the way that he did, and he's been wrong the entire time. Bitcoin Cash hits new all-time lows against Bitcoin almost every couple of days, right? And and everybody who's on the institutional side has come out now, like a Michael Saylor, I believe, came out publicly and called the guy an idiot. And anybody who's involved in this in a serious way recognizes that this guy is an idiot, and he's completely wrong, and always has been wrong, and will continue to be wrong. But he doesn't seem to want to get right with Bitcoin. Neither does Peter Schiff, neither does Nouriel Roubini. Whereas some people are kind of moving over to the good camp, and that'll be Ray Dalio. He was a critic. Now he's kind of moving over toward Bitcoin. We've seen a lot of people over the past 10 years who, when we first told them about Bitcoin, they hated it. Then they started moving over, and now they're in the Bitcoin camp. And, so it's a process. But some people, I think, are just going to end up going to the grave as Bitcoin critics, and they'll be mocked to the bitter end, and they'll be mocked in the afterlife, because you can take Bitcoin with you to the afterlife, and there will be Peter Schiff in the afterlife. He'll be mocked in the afterlife. That's horrible.
Right. So smash that like button while you smash buy Bitcoin. So smash buy Bitcoin over at swanbitcoin.com/max. And, sign up. It takes 2 minutes. We're going to see how many people sign up in the next 2 minutes, because we're going to do.
No, thanks for throwing me a bone.
Well, I put you on the screen. Who wrote that text?
It's always about /Stacy.
But who wrote that text?
Max, now you throw me a bone.
Well, to be honest, okay.
Okay, let's be honest.
I put Stacy on there, but my name is longer than yours, so I had
to. See what happens? See what's going on here? There's a coup right here on the orange pill set. There's a coup underway right here, going on in real time. It's happening.
So let's see who's the first person to do it in the next 2 minutes. Ooh. We've got 2 more minutes of the show, and then Max is going to go to youtube.com/Swan Signal, right? So this is, hey Max, when do you think Warren Buffett will capitulate?
He's too old, right? I think he's in his 90s now, so I don't think he's going to, or Charlie Munger. He's even older. Yeah. So I don't think they're never going to do it. But the guys who are picking up for Berkshire Hathaway and taking the place of those two, they will probably get on the Bitcoin train. Definitely after Warren and Charlie pass away. So they're going to have to wait for that first.
Right. So, well, that's your answer there. But right. So we're going to exit this platform here at youtube.com/Max Keiser TV, and then we're gonna Max is gonna join Swan Signal and go smash by. Are you gonna smash by a couple $100 more or something, like before we go? I'm
gonna save it for the next show.
Okay, I'll smash by right now. So
smash the buy.
Smash the buy. Smash the buy. Smash the buy.
Do it.
Buy instantly.
Do it.
Right.
Do it.
I don't even know how much fiat I have in my.
What?
I don't even know how much fiat I have.
Well, I'm borrowing from Peter McCormick at 30% to buy Bitcoin.
Right. Anybody have a loan for us at, well, by the end of the show, it's 75%. We'll, we want to borrow at the highest amount
It
possible.
doesn't matter. I'll borrow at any rate. It doesn't care. I don't care. I'll borrow at any rate out there. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll just borrow everything. I'm going to borrow everything, but it's okay.
Right.
So,
I stack some more, smash
Stack,
buy,
stack,
smash
stack,
buy.
stack,
So it's
stack.
available for everybody now. You just go over to swanbitcoin.com/Stacy.
What?
And you can smash buy some Bitcoin. You know, it starts at, your smash buys are, you have a minimum of $100. So that gets you, quite a few Satoshis.
Yeah,
every
like more than
Satoshi
a million or less or something.
Every Satoshi counts, man.
Every Satoshi counts.
Right.
Every Satoshi counts.
Now Max has to go over to Swan Signal.
I try to figure out how many Satoshis I own, but my calculator doesn't go that big, literally.
Yeah, I was wondering about our accountant because of all the, like, basically hourly stacking I've been doing for the last few months.
Yeah, I mean, like going to the calculator, like, okay, Satoshis, this, and it's like, it just throws up some weird letters and form numbers and shit. It's too big. The calculator can't handle a number.
Yeah. Anyway, head on over to youtube.com/Swan Signal. And of course, go smash buy at swanbitcoin.com/Stacy. My name is Stacy, right?
Oh, you're Stacy?
And the correct way to pronounce
Stacy?
Sauna is sauna. Just so you know.
The correct way to pronounce Stacy is sauna?
Is sauna. Call me sauna from now on.
Is there an E in Stacy?
There's no E in Stacy.
There's no E?
No.
Okay.
That's like, somebody once said that because I don't have an E in my name, it's actually Stacky.
That person's a moron.
Well, but it turned out to be right because they said that like 15, 20 years ago. And look at today. I'm Stacy Stacky.
Oh, that person's a genius.
I'm always stacking sats.
Stacy.
How many sats did I stack?
Stacky Herbert. Stacky.
How many sats did I stack during this
Stacky no
episode?
Plucky? Dude, the Stacky no Plucky.
Damn, I'm waiting. I just took some of your Bitcoin, man. If you didn't buy it yourself, I took it. And that's the point. Stacy. My friend Anton Jadovich. He sounds Russian. Probably he's probably out there going, Stacy, you're mispronouncing shmuta. Shmuta is the collapse, it's the fog that we're in at the moment, right? There's a collapse of the institutions, but there's nothing taking its place for the fiat people. There's Bitcoin for us, but the Smuta is spelled Smuta. And there was Professor Stephen Cohen who spoke Russian. He was good friends with Gorbachev. He just passed away, Stephen Cohen. And he was on the John Batchelor show, and he called it Shmuta. And John Batchelor asked him 2 or 3 times, like, how do you pronounce that again? Is Shmuta, not Smuta? And he's like, Shmuta. But it was kind of like somewhere in between. It wasn't really that hard, Shmuta. It was like, but it wasn't Smuta. It was like Shmuta.
Is it like Shiksa? Shiksa.
Perhaps, because that's not as hard at H, is it? It's not as hard as SH.
Yeah, it's more Yiddish.
Yeah. But then I thought, it could be
Shiksa.
Stacy and Max, I talk you in Telegram and the message disappears. I hate you both.
Keep stacking. Turn that hate into stacks.
Yeah.
Turn your hate into stacks.
Yes. And go over right now to Swan Signal, their YouTube page. So youtube.com/Swan Signal. And it's going to be like magic because Max is going to be there.
Yeah.
But like, I won't be here. It'll be suddenly like Max on the same shop, but here all alone.
Yeah.
And we smash bought like loads and loads of millions and millions of Satoshis during this episode. That is millions of Satoshis that will not be available for you.
That's right.
So
we're taking them all.
Next time, be earlier.
Yeah.
Get on this stream.
Are we at 21,000
and front run our smash grabs.
Yeah, front run Peter McCormick. Front run Peter McCormick all the way up to 28,000. By the time he gets his loan set up, it'll be 30,000 for Peter McCormick. Front run Peter.
Right, and both of them, Peter Schiff as well. Front run him because
he won't come in until it's 100,000 a coin, and that'll be because his son takes over.
Still, you're still front running him here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, adios amigos. That's for our Spanish followers. We have a lot of those.
Adios. Feliz Navidad. Are we doing this next one? Let me get my thing ready.
Okay. Bye.